flight, damn flight, flight, that's right. All right now. Yeah, what I love that. Dolo, I don't know. It's the Pilotman. Oh, they love God, they go. Yeah. All right now. Nobody loves you, nobody loves me, 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 nobody loves you, nobody loves me. What you up to? Hope it's not too much, please. I just wanna fuck you. Hope you wanna fuck me. I'm not trying to cuff you, unless you trying to cuff me. That's why no one trusts you. Fuck if you don't trust me. I know no one loves me, and nobody loves you. Why you act so crusty? Be all I got to. Play the trusty. Don't make me come through and break the power, 19 hours. Yeah, get the dark and light devoured. Life is sour, hot as a kite off flowers. Shit was flame like Michael Myers. Yeah, alright, got hot as the Eiffel Tower. Got tired of looking at the ground, people was hating for real. Got tired of looking at the ground, people was hating for real. Yeah, got tired of looking at the clouds, but it's raining for real. Yeah, the power is finally in town, station and chill. Baby, you know that we have to, gotta make sure we go. Nobody love you, nobody love you, nobody love me, 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 nobody love you, don't nobody love me, don't nobody love you, don't nobody love me, don't nobody love you, don't nobody love me, don't nobody love you, don't nobody love me. Yeah, you know I be on the same ride, I touch you, I gotta push it, I probably don't fall on the same ride. I'm like easy, I'll be tight as the game, and you know I'm never like game tight. I come around, I'm a clouds, and some of them watch the same ride. Yeah, you are still living the same life, everything always don't play right. What is the reason you pay Christ? Yeah, that's true. But why I get frozen, you hate eyes, that's your emotions you can't buy. Trust me, so you don't think twice. Yeah, alright now. Let me or you let me not. Yeah, fucking like Jack Rabbits, make a bunny hot. Yeah, I'm always on go, but made a bunch of stops. Yeah, you was making bread and getting crumbs a lot. Yeah, you just gotta raise your value. The only thing you practice is amazing power. Yeah, your spirit gon' be rich or poor. And listen, I'ma tell you why you insecure. Don't nobody love you, don't nobody love me, 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 don't nobody love you, don't nobody love me.
Hey, this is church. This is church. Leave your dirt at the front porch. You know what I'm saying? On the door. You don't want to come in and turn on fire. Damn. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. That's how it is at times when you're in real church. You know, the body of Christ. You know what I'm saying? It's really, the orbit you create in the spiritual world. You bring it in the physical. People may look at your physical and disrespect it, look at your mind or whatever, but it's some presence up under that goddamn tree. It ain't Christmas time yet. Come on in if you want people to make a wish for themselves. Come on in. Let's see if I can make the atmosphere come on in with the little wish. Oh, it's going out. I try to have y'all make a wish. You know what I'm saying? That's way more powerful. A little piece of cracker and cranberry juice and shit. I said, make a wish. Wish should come true. It got to be something like genuine though, and you'll be able to conduct it like you're something you can stand on yourself, a fruit you can stand on yourself, and it's something creative. And guess what? In that world, ain't no good or bad, ain't no negative and positive, it ain't no secret, but it's something sacred to you that whether you gave me a piece of that or not, It ain't the one, it ain't the sword, it's the one who wields it. So goddamn it, I still will have to come to you or learn how to produce that for myself. But thank you. Each one teach one. You taught me how to go produce something like that, and I might still not be better than you. But then even if I get better than you, for the most part, we both got a similar concession stand we could both sell our esoteric product on. Thank you so much for the Cashapp. I keep forgetting to turn that on. So I get trolled so much and shit like that. I just turned off notifications. But for the most part, boom, when we looking at it like that, before it even trickled down into the 1, 2, and 3rd dimension, recalibrated through everybody's 4th, 5th, and 6th dimension mind and stuff like that, it get filtered through a mosquito system, your solar system, and it get ushered out where your spirit was at. And if your spirit want to use that to manipulate or have a bias or have a, you know what I'm saying, that's one thing. Then you got to look at that on a percentage scale. But don't ever forget how we're all creating fruit, and that's no thing no one can control. You only can control how you make a fruit. If you trying to get out of your own making a fruit and trying to take another fruit, you lack the ability to develop your own layer, and your own layer is something you can stand on that manifests in all realms of reality. As a person who developed more quality substantial brains, mind states that bend in to become the brain, the neuron, that actually get stimulated and extracted, and you actually make the heart before the brain. But this allows you to maintain and keep your echo. So you're tracking sound, but before it's a sound, you're putting a mathematic together that produced that sound. And that sound, the mathematic, is like, you could look at it like a shape, but you have to look at it like this. It's not in the physical way of pointing at things. It's in the mental pocket of things. So if it's a shape in a mental pocket, this is why we call things mental forms. Depending on what kind of mental form, that's your body though. You can't look at it like I'm using this mental form because it's outside of me while using a mental form to construct it. That's where you live second coming. And even if you was born in the second coming, after a thought was already made, you're listening to an Atmos the to help you understand the thought of Atmos the to put you in the other layer of life, no matter how duplicate layers you done got in with the creation, and you're born within one. It's still your duty and obligation to be unique. You get it? It's still your duty and obligation to plant a seed. You can't be winging it, not knowing how to produce a seed, but there's fruits already for you to proceed. You're going to start fighting over fruits that's rotting. You're going to start fighting over fruits that maybe just brought new, but eventually outdated, it falls faster. Brand new, take a little time. But if you can't produce it yourself, there's no actual quality of that being a substantial thing in the first place. So it end up being no fruit being made at all for anyone if things keep going down the same route. You see what I'm saying? It's almost like, let's say if we want to use online for an example. If we keep making it all, if it ain't going to be no categories, and we keep making all categories appear to be politics, eventually there's nothing for no one to watch online. And it's just going to inspire other people to even want to start caring more about their own content, or disregard online in general and find different forms of entertainment, which ultimately going to lead into just people in their communion and saying it's more important when we get together and get offline, other than whatever we get ready to do is get online. So people are connecting back genuinely to things that we probably really wasn't connected to in the first place, as it's getting over exaggerated online. You get what I'm saying? You want to get online with your buddy or your homegirl, not get online to find a buddy and a homegirl. And it always been that way, but there's an over exaggerated thing that been placed online and been forced. And it appears to be normal, but it's like another version of a synthetic Walt Disney thing. And people have to be in their real life next to someone first to even practice with this over exaggerated thing online is going on. You see what I'm saying? So this what makes the situation only goes to burnout energy or crash out energy for all parties. A person may feel burnt out from being online if they're a person who just watch online or content create, and the people who's making everything one category online is going to get burnt out on how to do that. So it becomes watered down in other areas. Our actual rooted cause to doing something in the first place doesn't even have anything to do with. Yet everything we're doing is for that original cause, both parties. but the reasons and how we're doing it has nothing to do with the original cause. So it's counterproductive, where even a Gen Z may not even see the reason of getting online right now. And even people who's trying to persuade Gen Z gonna be in a position of talking to themselves, Gen Z not listening. So almost like you can use me as an example. If I am the audience, it's counterproductive to even do a psyop and then still present to audiences. So it's counterproductive, because just because I'm a content creator doesn't mean everybody don't think this way, or whatever the case may be. So it becomes a obvious over exaggeration, where we can see, okay, you got this pocket of people who have dumb beliefs, and you have this pocket of people with their culture and just living life. And then every now and then you have people with a weirdo belief over exaggerate about it, then have a presupposition that others are in it. And then if others realize I guess what's over exaggerated as a lie, or whatever the case may be, then here's where mental idol worship becomes more important than the reality of something, and things like actions start being taken course based upon mental things that in all actuality all petty. It's all retarded. It's like these ain't the things to call secret, or these ain't the things to look at as important. It's actually based on something else that's not important either. And if that was done the right way, the other part wouldn't even have to be added to it. It's almost like this. Like, say if I'm a colonist, right? And let's say I take your culture and I got you up under some type of, I guess, a term called spell, right? And let's say you start figuring it out. Let's say, damn, this my shit, and I guess I could take you to court. Now, if I want my system to look good, but still practice some other shit, I mean, that's one thing. But in all actuality, if I over exaggerate it and start thinking it's real life, I might think I'm doing something more than what I'm actually doing. So then when I affect someone, or in some case, right, it's through the lens of my over exaggeration, not through the lens of reality. You see what I'm saying? So it end up being like another Walt Disney system. We're all in some type of belief, but even if it was to be over exaggerated or not, it still don't mean nothing. Like it's not even that deep. It's not serious. It's not, you get what I'm saying? It's almost like, let's say if I'm cheating on my wife, but the way I'm cheating on her, I over exaggerated about it. And let's say she figured out me cheating, right? But in all actuality, if I'm a man, I don't even have to lie to her about cheating, and she's just not a female for me if she don't like me having multiple females, or whatever the case may be. So you see what I'm saying? You see how we can get like lost in the mind, where we're taking petty things and over exaggerating dumb shit that is really dumb and anybody can understand, but we like over exaggerate it like it's something else, and it's not. And then when it's put in obvious situations, it's treated as it's secret or something like that, and it's not. It's like petty. But when we're developing our own thing to stand on, this it becomes an individual. The dark means developing something inside of you. The light means just presenting it to someone. If it's clean, here's the thing. It's a key. It unlocks something for another person. But it's sacred, not secret. It's sacred because you developed it. So you're a creator. So you see something inside of yourself that's a light. If someone else don't see it, you want them to see it for themselves too, right? So here's the thing. When you give them the key, it's up to them if they do it right or not. Because in some aspect, when it's done God way, God children way, it doesn't matter if you give up. Let's say if you call it a secret, but it's something sacred to you. Let's say if you call it a secret. even if they had it, they wouldn't know how to do it. So that's like, say it's a video game we both like. Even if they had the video game, they still ain't better than you in Tekken. So it's something sacred to you, so you don't mind expressing it, and a person can have it and then get like that and get better, other than what you created internally, and then you make it secret, and then it becomes something over exaggerated, unnecessary. And you, instead of developing yourself that's sacred, you develop more on the secret. And this what makes a person not be in a situation of being able to tell his wife the truth. You see what I'm saying? If you like multiple women, you just like multiple women. You know, eventually, if you build that energy up, you're going to attract the woman that accept that. But if you lie and you secretly like it, what does that lead to? Cheating. And then you get all over the place because you have to find an intelligent way to tell her what you do in this pocket of time. You have to find an intelligent way to make that pocket of time look in sync with the other. You're going to be finding in sync and relatable energies. You see what I'm saying? All of these is bubbles we're supposed to make. We look at ourselves like spirits. You're going to be looking at different forms to see what pocket, and eventually one going to get misplaced. And once a lie start, it can't stop. So when one thing in this one lie, you want to make it sound and synthetic true, it may take from the other lie that you made another synthetic truth from another pocket, that if you blur that with this other lie, it may expose this one to be not true. And she could catch you red-handed and things of that nature, where you just frustrated yourself. You get what I'm saying? It was like a unnecessary frustration you put on yourself, and you didn't necessarily have to do that. So it's like that angle, that when you become a spirit like that, everything you're doing, whether you're playing football, whether you got a regular job, whether you're in a cult, whether you're in the government, whether you got a day-to-day life, these qualities help you understand something better, right? For yourself, even if you might be a football player and somebody can play football better than you, you got another angle now that you will never be put in that position that they can feel better than you, right? So you helping your team better too. So we get into that kind of concept. You have to separate from bias and put yourself into what's making something do this in the world. That's it. Start there. That's it. Don't look at that as a fruit. The moment you diverge it with your bias, but how can I use it for this? You ain't get the full mathematics yet before the piece you bought. And remember, you're subjective because you're in your own body. So it's just a bite. It's not the whole thing. It's just a bite. Just like when you're experiencing a thing in a physical, but you know it come from an intent mentally. The physical experience, just the bite. Then you get another bite, the mental experience, but you're not getting the full apple. You see what I'm saying? You're impatient in the spiritual world. Like you have to calm down. In the spiritual world, calm down. Taste the senses. And be like, oh, this why it tastes like this. And this where this taste can go. And if I eat too much, I can get an esoteric tummy ache. It might not have anything to do with your physical body. Just look at it like that, because we're using English and meanings behind it at the moment, right? But at the same time, it puts you in a situation where you are able to see the things we put names to and stuff like that, still use these names and still have it on your mind, at the same time not allowing it to control you as a glasses. You understand these are glasses of something I can see without glasses. Not I can't see this without glasses, aka I can't see this without that book. I can't see this without Aleister Crowley. I can't see this without Mount Publicity. I can't see this without Creflo Dollar, Minister Helion and stuff, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But you're in a situation where you still can see, and you know that glasses is not meant to make your clarity. You already have clarity. Glasses is just what you need because you're in mental water systems in the fourth, fifth, and sixth dimension. So it's like esoteric goggles. You know what I'm saying? You don't need it to see clearly, but you're using it based upon some water got more sea salt in it and stuff like that than that. Other pieces of water got this and that in it. You know what I'm saying? So it helps you understand where you at, so you're not going against an unnecessary current. And a lot of times in this internal world, that you're going against yourself. Self-resistance to maintain something that wasn't a resistance, but you're losing the percentage scale of being able to obtain it. You see what I'm saying? So it's putting you in a healthier space. It's putting you in a more expanded spiritual space. And even if you are an individual who have been done wrong or been doing wrong or whatever, right? It's about knowing how to carve out where your starting point at that lead to that extreme wrong. And even if you're not a type of person to take accountability, there's spiritual accountabilities that God see, Jehovah see, that you'll have better grace than another individual and things of that nature. And you might think that's pseudo, but we do this in our day-to-day life in our Walt Disney biases every day, right? You might have known you done wrong to your family member, right? Because they counted on you, pardon me, to take them to work and you made them late. Now, it might be a day, that day you felt good about it though, because you really didn't want to do it. But at the end of the day, once you got into a sweet spot, you kind of realized more the percentage scale where it was negative at. And you really could have just told the person, your family member couldn't take them, right? So it don't even matter if it's a day that they don't work. You might be a person that's in the ego, but you're trying to cleanse it a little bit. So you're in some type of energy like this. Look at the cricket, want to listen. I can flip it on this one. Yeah, I might not actually apologize, and I know I done wrong, and they're acting like it's not even a problem, even though I know we all think about these things inside. Let me go ahead and take them out, and I'll buy they drink this time. Or let me go ahead. You're secretly apologizing. You see what I'm saying? You're taking accountability spiritually without necessarily physically, and you ain't gonna have to hear that person that you know that they got in that pineal gland that, yeah, you was fucked up for that. But what you just did covered that with a cloth for them to not bring it up, because they spiritually know that replaced it, what was naked that you separated, that would have made them fulfilled. You giving them surety that they was going to get to work that time that day. You know what I'm saying? You took that away from them. So all spirits be naked and need to get fulfilled. So all spirits be knowing what we doing, no matter what the English words you be lost in and shit like that. You know, when you took from someone, whether it was a physical representation or not, mentality is always first. That's always what the spirit going to be first invested in. So beyond the physical, you're sitting back pondering, how can you make this right to this person? So I know future-wise, they don't have to bring up that what I know I done wrong, but I manipulated the situation so much, it appeared to be petty to bring that up specifically. But y'all live in lie. You see what I'm saying? Because you ain't got no culture. You don't have to do these things. These is things God don't think about. And God's children. You create substantiated relationships where these never become tit for tats. These is what built spiritual energies of being frustrated with each other after a while. Look, the creepy ones here, listen. All the ancestors always around. You know what I'm saying? Ancestors always around this bitch. Listening real good, real good. You know what I'm saying? Listening real good, real good. You know what I'm saying? Real good. Real good. There's always going to be some unique shit. When everybody want to go outside and be like, well, I want to see if there's some unique animals on me. Ancestors come, well, we're going to be a bug this time. Everybody always try to copy us. All right, well, you start being crickets and stuff like, oh, Sarah, shit. Oh, that be like powerful, man. We powerful. Y'all don't get it like that. Y'all want to just laugh at me now. Y'all want to laugh because I think like that. You want to laugh about it and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's cool, though. But I bet your spirituality phony, though. And I bet you can't get up here and have as many videos as mine, bitch. The end. The end. That's as far as it ever gonna go. But look, check it out, though. I want everybody to get there. You ain't never alone. Even when you're not alone, or even when you think you're alone and shit like that. These is things you can communicate with. Like, it ain't gonna move. It's in there chilling. You know what I'm saying? So, for the most part, that's what it puts your mind in. It puts you in a real good circumstance and shit like that. Also, it allows you to know where you at in the human race and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? So you can really kind of compartmentalize on a broader scale who are out of their mind and who ain't. You have people who think they're intelligent, right? But they resorted to things like trolling and stuff. You know where you at in humanity itself, or who in some type of ego version about it, and they think they somebody because they're copying some ancient people, and you know who you are, and you just sit here and, you know, look at people like spiritual children, regardless of what they utilize as a bias and what they filtered out in their mind to give an extreme importance to, or whatever. You know that's how you go to hell, basically. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nobody else is doing but one's own. Like, and then online, you know, we just getting real life stuff. Online is like a new Walt Disney concept. People created online and created a circumstance to purposely troll and get information. Failing to realize you're online first. So, all right, this what you do is not past that first. But as far as trying to control people's minds with it and do all this other type of stuff, you're using some new age thing. So whatever you've been doing is just an expose of yourself, because it's a self-projection. It's called YouTube. So it don't matter if you're in the audience or you're a content creator. You are expressing yourself, not what you think you're doing to others. You see what I'm saying? And that's human psychology, not what people trying to use psychology and get money for. It's a big difference. You could be a charlatan or you could be an actual teacher. If you a charlatan, you might think you a teacher and get put in the same position that if it was another teacher that think just like you could shame them and put them beneath you again. But when you ain't a charlatan and you're around an actual teacher, the actual teacher could kind of like spank your ass and all the deep egos you would try to get rid of a teacher that's in your same world about, yet you're not in the same, you're not even a real teacher. So you have to act out the way the principal order work, because you're not a teacher. You're in this like a system. You're not even a teacher at some point. Hold on, but look at this. Look at this chilling. He trying to tell you I ain't no motherfucking teachers. You just got to scam and call yourself a teacher. But actual teachers is not even named teachers. What I'm doing is not even named teaching. I'm the closest thing y'all gonna get to a shaman online, for real. So the closest thing weak humans could do is psyop it, try to do it themselves because it's back into the principal money system or whatever the case may be, then try to make it seem like I'm not that and I taught you everything. So it'll be like, well, this teacher can't be known, but it's truly somebody who developed their own volition. That's millions of people. It's only small pockets of people who don't develop their own volition and single people out thinking that it's unique because they just got a unique fruit. But you'll be doing that till you die. That motherfucker red as hell, shit like that. For an example, let's say if I created online, right? Because we just now online, and I'm finding people online, and I'm thinking they're intelligent. The only reason they're intelligent ain't got nothing to do with them being intelligent. I just think I'm intelligent because I created online to see people. But anybody with common sense, it ain't even called common sense. You're somewhere developing your own volition. So when you never did that, and let's say you got some money behind it or whatever the case may be, you look at that like a job and you think that what you're doing is real. Like, oh, we got to control minds, or just like a manipulator, an abusive person in a relationship or something like I got it. But that truly do not exist. It don't exist. The only thing exists is what you're doing it for, whether it's money, hurting people. Right now we got online shadow banning and stuff like that, but that's what it's done for. The thing itself is not what it is, or whatever the case may be. Know what I'm saying? So it's almost, it's kind of like that. Is in a situation when someone built their own volition, it's not them. Let's say they come across a Bible, like it's millions of me's. Let's say this is why people don't participate. Let's say you're coming across the Bible. It's not that if you on your own volition, it's not that you read the Bible, you found some truth in it, and you found the lie, and then you're going out to try to make a fight to tell everybody the lie. When you in reality, like millions of us, right? You're not in it to begin with. So when you do read it, it's just retarded to begin with. And if you already with your culture, you already doing something. So then when you get small pockets of people who lack culture, it's like you got to band together. But you're only a small pocket of people. You have to like try real hard and find something only in your own mind. It's like self-projected. It's like, is everything a wave? When you look at it with your own self, whether that particle small or big, that's the way you think about it. But it's like a never-ending job. That's what actually physical hell is before a person go there in the spiritual world. You working hard for something that doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. For an example, if bribery didn't exist, a lot of people wouldn't be into a lot of things, right? Before a person be a preacher or get used as a psyop to be a preacher, they accepted it because they needed a roof over their head and somebody created that for that to be money. But that's what made the person motivated. They needed a roof over their head. You know what I'm saying? And that was a way to get it. Not the other stuff that come around it. This is why y'all can't keep people in churches. Or this is why y'all can't, even if you're in a religious system, but you're trying to do it in that converter way. You're not with your people and just doing a culture and somebody from a distance call that a religion because they're trying to copy it or something like that. When you're in a converter type of situation, you lack your own understanding. So you will never have something you dealt with internally you can filter through that to help somebody with. It'll always be, it's like a teacher who don't know they're a teacher. They're a charlatan. So they're teaching people, but everybody that they're talking to in the audience already got an ego trying to judge you if you did something right so they can congratulate you. Not you just being the teacher, and when they come, they're learning things. And this is what y'all set yourself up as. It's like, y'all like the blind leading the blind. The person who trying to be somebody on stage is getting judged by the people in the audience, and y'all making a healthy system around it like that makes sense. Y'all trying to find ways to make money off stuff none of y'all know. And y'all trying to create a what they call that? Some type of assemblage with it or something like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it has nothing to do with anything but self-serving purposes. Before we get lost into biases and who, what, when, and where are we doing it to? This is a self thing. You see what I'm saying? It's like it's a self thing. So when you have an allegiance, there you go. When you have an allegiance, that's seen in the spiritual world. Like, it leads to people being in gangs in all forms of reality. But it's in the spiritual world, ain't no right or wrong. But things is what it is, and it is what it ain't. So what people choose to pluck things for in the 1, 2, and 3rd dimension, y'all start using words and stuff. But it's truly just a simple thing. And if you want to use English and things of that nature, it will be like a the word I just used, what they call that, see, God don't be allowing me to use certain words. That's why when it comes to collab and stuff, like, it's certain things I'm automatically on train I can't even get to even if I'm around it. It's like God is different for God's children. What do y'all call that? When you part of demons, you part of a cult? I just said it. You having a symbol, whatever the fuck. Allegiance. Allegiance of people lying, alliance. And you look at, that's your feeling. Your highest excited feeling is to do that lie. But it's a spirit that created that feeling who probably didn't even have to lie. So you're like a mimic version of it. Like in duplicate pockets of hell. People like that get stuck in their body because they had to use their body, their mind, to do everything with their body and justify how that made sense. So the things that they do outwardly is never the things that they do with themselves. So if it's fake outwardly, they don't love themselves. If it's fake outwardly, they actually hate themselves. If it's fake outwardly, they manipulate themselves into doing whatever they're doing for their reasons that's of the world. And they're not around enough people with culture that's actually close to God. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times in today's time, it's majority of white and black people. Because I can even see it even through my black side, the small portions I do know and stuff. So sometimes I don't understand online how it be this big, large white and black argument and all these Masonic tricks and stuff where it's like y'all putting y'all shit on other people, but it's stuff that y'all doing yourselves, just involving other people and stuff. Because, man, black people be like the most accepting shit to all of that shit. Masonry and all the Prince Hall, military and shit. Y'all like this. Then when something real come around, y'all hate. Y'all white and black people hate. But nor can you actually assemble with it like y'all, how y'all assemble with each other. It's easy for y'all to scam each other. It get a little weird when y'all try to dump y'all shit on other people and scam them and then try to convince them that they're y'all. Even if they share y'all black and white shit, like my quarter, 25% black. So, and then I know English. It's a thing for us to learn English, to learn the white man ways, right? On the native side, or we won't be nothing. So we're coming at it in a way of, hey, respect my mind, I could do this. Not in a way of, I'm trying to use what y'all do and play y'all game against y'all. I don't even like doing shit y'all way. I don't want to be in no courtrooms, no nothing. And even if I have cases, to me, it's on a moral base. I don't care about that shit. What I self-project is this type of shit. I'm self-projecting me. So I don't have even time to self-project trolling. Because for me to be me, I still have to do what I'm doing, and that's me. That has nothing to do with online. So if online strangers come and stuff, you're just seen as strangers. I'm not involved in even your curriculum, but I'm father of this land. I'm the people of this land. You try to stop me from being me? Like, I don't get it. At that point, that's the farthest I can even think about it then. Whether you want to call me anything, let's talk about the mind for a second. The way I think is the way I think. I'm in my pocket, you in your pocket, the end. Like, we create categories or whatever. I talk about what I talk about, my own world. But we got to share this land. I ain't going nowhere. I don't have nowhere to go. Like, even in reality, high school, dealing with enemies and shit, I'm not the one going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So, like, YouTube, I'm the first on here. I ain't going nowhere. I'm in my own shit. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? Now, if you choose to piggyback off me or whatever the case and present yourself to me and expose yourself like a person walking in a church that they know they evil and they turn on fire, that don't have anything to do with me. Nothing to do with me. You see what I'm saying? Like I repeat all the time, I was on YouTube when it started. So it never was a part of my life like a career. It just became something I do along with other things. I never stopped doing other things. So YouTube caught a whiff of me even seeing how much music I do. It's like, I'm still taking care of my shit and my family and my motherfucking daughter. That's first. Before any retarded mental game. Before any retarded thing that came in 2016 or 17. I'm a man. Then I came from this shit from being a teen. I'm not even in what y'all into. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all got all these old crusty ass people and shit like that. And they say I'm not, no, I'm that young, bitch. I started early in this goddamn shit. So I don't know where all y'all just coming in just now, because here's my thing. I'm more intelligent than y'all at every age. So when I was your age, I was more intelligent than you. And you probably could go online and go when I was your age, and you probably just a hater now who came to this age for you to hate. And I was smarter than you at your age. The end. So just know you wasn't nothing like me at 16. You wasn't nothing like me at 17. That's what YouTube proves. YouTube proves whatever you think you doing now, you are nothing like me at your age. When you were 16, you were nothing like me. When you were 17, you were nothing like me. You know what I'm saying? That's what that proved. You someone who just came to be and started copying me. Then you probably think you better than me if you on the government side. And y'all are challenging yourselves. I do not know y'all. That's the reality. What you created online to start trying to do, dumping your beliefs you got from stanky old ass motherfuckers from starting doing shit online that y'all read a book that you just start doing, that I know your ancestors, how they did it better than you, is your thing, not mine. I don't even have to talk about my ancestors. Let's talk about now. This whole live stream I was talking about, there's some now shit. You know what I'm saying? There's some now. Get like that. Everybody should be trying to get like that. But I don't even think the black and white little circumstance is even trying to. Y'all God is sarcasm and bribery. And then y'all make extensions and importance off of that. And now we got whole law systems and CIA tactics around it that really just for someone to be in a good position for their family, and then for someone else not to be in a good position for their family. That's it. From my position, I can't speak from someone who play the game. You're a basketball player. You someone who know who you talk to and you got a handler, so you all over the place. Look, they just sitting down talking nice and it's hot as hell. This squirrel is listening. And someone, you just getting a check. But to me, that's just non-honest ways. I do things honest ways. So you don't even hear me trying to fight. Well, remonetize me. If it was unhonest in the first place and we got unhonest people doing it, all right, I find another way. That wasn't the main way I was on it in the first place. You know what I'm saying? I have to be a man first before I get lost in any childish spiritual games, people dumping on me that you don't even know how to make a game. So I don't even see it the way you see it. It's important to you because of your establishment. I'm not a part of it. So I have no benefits from it. I have nothing from it. I'm not even using it, nor do I care to go in it, or nor do I care to fight it. I have my own thing. And we can either learn from each other, or you can just learn from me or hate me. But I'm not looking to seek and destroy. I'm looking to be myself and show everybody else how to be their fucking self. The end. Look at them over there shit. What was that real shit? It was kicking up the legs, kicking up dust. Relaxing, sunbathing. Relaxing real good, sunbathing. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. Relaxing real good. Everybody like to listen who be in these transition cycles. You know what I'm saying? That's a little cricket that's getting ready to take game to all the other crickets that's so rooted in their flesh. They all fighting over whatever they getting ready to eat and shit like this. This motherfucker took a time to be stray a little bit, get into itself. So in the spiritual world, before all of us species make our own mathematic spiritual group and race, mind states, and abandoned ass organs, we're all in the 7th, 8th, and 9th dimension. And when you in a certain spiritual pocket, any spirit could be there. That's part of their mental 4th, 5th, and 6th dimensional spirit root race to make that mind, and would have been into the organ into a 1, 2, and 3rd dimension. And if one spirit is a wanderer, traveling, far out spirit, any other spirit there, no matter the species, will be there, and eventually in the 1, 2, and 3rd dimension, we'll be in the same location also. The unique ones, the holy ones, the elected ones. You know what I'm saying? That's the elite. Right? Like that. That's the elite. When you understand how to be elite. Not no synthetic thing. This goes beyond human. You see what I'm saying? This shit beyond human. Start with animals. Maybe you'll be able to get where I'm at. To clearly say it's beyond human. You know an animal and a human. You know a bug and a human. But you know there's examples in life. You're connecting with that. But from what starting point? I gave you the pure starting point. But I'm trying to show you whatever your starting point is, whether you're hating what I just said or you realize something I just said, right? I gave you a better route there, an esoteric GPS system, because I'm already there, not you. You might want to make a video, talk to animals, and start talking English and shit. It might not have anything to do with talking. Where's your spiritual space at? Then you develop an intent that become your thoughts and feelings. Then it manifests, and that's how you made the organ, and it become your actions. So then what we do is how we do it. We all look like we doing the same thing. I guarantee you can't do it like me, though. I bet you can't do it like this. I bet you can't do it like me. I bet you can't do it like me. I bet you can't. I bet you can't do it like. Put the leg up on the table. Put the leg up. But you can't do it like that. So I can give you the game. It ain't like you can go do it. And that's how you be a master orator. You have to have others involved. Especially when you're native. So many psyops going on. Have another Native American around you. You know what I'm saying? When they want to get spiritual. Have an animal or a bug around you that's unique. You know what I'm saying? Have some representation around you and some motherfuckers. People be out their fucking minds when they're lost in some old psyop shit. And that's real. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I love all y'all. Spiritually. What you do physically, that's a different thing. You know what I'm saying? That's a different thing. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole different book. Man, you're not about to tell me all these books. Even Aleister Crowley, Manly P. Hall, and stuff like that. Man, y'all into this shit. You ain't about to make me believe you ain't into this shit. Is that spider in or out? Oh, that's out. Look, we got another ancestor, a spider right in front. It's like, God damn, how many ancestors want to pop? Look, you know what I'm saying? I keep talking a good shit. They just keep coming. They keep coming. Look, now you got the spider right here, right? The itsy bitsy spider, the spirit spider, and then you got the cricket. Who else want to come? Who else want to come? Everybody want to come learn. Everybody want to come learn. We bring the whole world. I'm Noah's Ark. I'm Noah's Ark. We bring it to every bug too. Why leave the bugs out? Why leave the animals out? Oh, you gotta have a brain? So y'all animals didn't include jellyfish. Y'all like racist and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all like, see what I'm saying? It be shit like that that I dive into. It go into reality I can make logic off of. Y'all don't be there. I bring y'all somewhere in between like Melchizedek. You want to pluck and hate. That's phony as hell. That is so phony for real. You see these people, God? They get ready to take this and say, you see these people, God? And me light up right after it. That's their fruit. That's their fruit. That's them. That's that God. That's their God. That's their spirit shit. They're going to enjoy that. They got a little guilt on it now, though. They got a little taintedness on it. They're going to do it with other people and stuff. But they feel that. You see that God? You see them, God? You see them? That's wild. That's what they chase. That's what they chase. I don't even know if that motherfucker even there anymore. That shit wild. You know what I'm saying? I feel it though. I'm part of y'all. I got y'all part of my substance. I'm not part of y'all substance. Y'all come from me. I don't come from y'all. So I feel y'all. I feel when there's murders and stuff like that before it even so that's why I don't speak a lot. I'll be feeling it already. I feel the world. I feel it. It's like, you know what I'm saying? And y'all be in one of these pockets right here. And that whole fruit start plumping like a heart. And all y'all be the hundreds and thousands down here plumping that fruit. And some being shaleotate and stuff. And y'all be thinking y'all intelligent in your own way. But y'all all in that building up some old ass, rotten ass prune and shit. And things. And that's the spirit that was in that pocket. Ben got evaporated. Ben, Yehovah don't like that one. And shit. That is too self-serving and it's plucking from things it wasn't part in creating. You know what I'm saying? So it's a person only second coming and making false creations, but it's truly organ implosion. Everything is in reverse in the spiritual world. It's organ implosion. You know what I'm saying? So it's false versions of what should be natural. Love should be love, not come as hate. Hate should be hate, not filtered through as love. So you trying to eat in your own life, find some love and hate for yourself. You just got to take it out on others outside of you and make them feel it and try to drag them there with you to plump that fruit. But everybody not there like that. Everybody don't serve these things. I don't serve that. That ain't what juice me up. So you want to find my God, look at all the representations of what make me emotionally excited. And what I'm doing to do it is just the mathematics of it, how it looked through your punk ass filtering glasses systems and shit like that. But I bet I can make my own volition of expressions of feelings than you, and you can't get there. So my God is broader than yours. And my God is the God over the whole universe. You're part of a nature you're calling God. So you worship your piece of it. The piece of it would make you feel good in your body and your mind mathematics that condensed that became your brain. That's a piece of the absolute version of that. You're going to an absolute hell. But at the same time, it's just a creation. It's not part of the spirits that create. We all here, you could just either be the creator or the creation. When you try to do something synthetic, but that's the mathematics it takes to get there, you're a creation. You're plucking from creators. And you think you're doing something that you're really not. But that's what going to hell is. Because you do it to yourself. You just lost an externalism. It felt good doing it to others. So you only get a chance to do it to yourself when you go back to being a little more adult spirit than you was previously when you lacked comprehension what you was doing, so you had grace. When you know what you're doing, you're supposed to do better. So you develop an intent, more intentional concepts on your mind that you know. But if the whole thing is based off of not knowing and it's something to make yourself work for you, it's self-serving. in the highest lens. You see what I'm saying? A psychologist can't get here, yet they try to act like they my psychologist. But you can never do that. You can never be my psychologist because you're the only one mapping out feelings with a monotheistic God concept around it. Hey, this feeling, and everybody in this condition and brain have a mind, possibly have this feeling. So if I already studied it from an old book, and so that's complete nonsense. That never worked. The only place that worked was a person having to come up with another way to scam so people could think they have to pay for it. Other than that, not in history. And y'all wouldn't be so crappy about what y'all made a secret that shouldn't be a secret. And something attacking people, because this is what y'all making obvious too, if we want to talk about the government. You're attacking people off common sense. But you're projecting in your mind that it's something serious and it should be called a secret. But it's completely not like, it's completely common sense though. So you should not use what you're lost in your mind on others just because they don't think that childish or whatever the case may be. Like let's use this for an example. Let's say we use Illuminati terms, Mason terms. Let's say if they actually had some secrets. If they were to tell everybody right now, no one would care. If somebody has some great secret, and if they were to tell everybody right now what they doing, they wouldn't care. Only people would care is the people who they're doing it to, and it will only lead to, where's my money? It don't lead to nowhere else. So let's say if we add a belief onto it, this what makes it extreme. Look, we got 3 animals. It doesn't matter. We're the most spiritual people in the world. Now we got the bee. Now we got the bee. As soon as we start talking about, we got the real bees. The real bees now. You know what I'm saying? So here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. The thing itself is petty. It's certain things that's like this that happen in our everyday life that we look at as lame and punk. And if we don't get that out the way, the whole thing we're doing right now won't be the right way. So let's look at it like this. Let's say if someone who got a book, Aleister Crowley or Mason Colt, trying to infiltrate a gang or whatever the case may be. This is why it's like that. This is why the gang member didn't have to do that. And whoever in a synthetic version of a gang have to do it. Because it's really not something you're supposed to learn mathematics. It's just natural volition about something. You get what I'm saying? So we all know what gang members doing. That's not the reason we ain't going on that street because of a gang. They just established some shit. And I know, or somebody else know, if you ain't in a gang or part of another gang, don't go on that street. They not speaking in code. So if they crip walk in or throwing up signs and symbols, okay, they speaking it, but they're men. They're not speaking in code. They tell you what the street is. You see what I'm saying? So it's almost like they had to go through things that, let's say you're doing it in a synthetic way. So we're using Illuminati or cult, whatever. It's things that real men have to get rid of to establish a communion amongst each other first. Not we're lying to each other and let's copy other people and do this. This what always makes it weird. You know what I'm saying? That's what, and even if a gang practice it that way, that's what always make it weird. Like the stuff a synthetic person do be the stuff that when people do it for real, like us natives, when we're making chiefs, tribes and stuff like that, there's mental things we have with each other that you a punk if you still doing that. These things have to get out the way. So this, all right? Then other shit. But then you have a synthetic version of this. You have a, let's take what this does. Nobody needs to know it. But it's the same thing though. So it's like this where a jealous God may come and create unnecessary shit to do the same thing that really the shit itself, the person who really doing it ain't even got to lie and look at other people like, why are you telling my lie? Because everybody there around will be like, what you mean lying? You punk ass motherfucker. You ain't tell her? You a hoe. You a punk. You a faggot. You lame as hell. You ain't hard. I ain't up under you. You ain't even got the mind, my new. You ain't got the mind, my nigga. I'm gonna take, you know what I'm saying? It's like that in reality. I don't know what people who be reading too many books be doing. I don't know what the hell that got going on. That's the shit. That it's weirdo before anything else. It's like lame shit. It's like a weirdo, and then but we have to make it seem as important as Oprah Winfrey something. And it's really pretty just lame. Like, I mean, it's that deep. It's millions of regular people in the world like me, like that look at other certain shit as not even to be respected in our real life, that we see from people that sometimes you go to school, sometimes you learn about, like with that plutography shit. And it kind of make you think, why are they giving that importance? I know bums that got harder mannerisms or a better way of thinking than that. What the fuck? Why is this being pushed so much? It's just like that. It's like that. So then you get a whole bunch of lames that's crowding your space and shit. I can't see it no other way for anybody, especially for me. And that's how I always think online too and stuff. But now I know it's grown ass people giving unnecessary, over exaggerated importance and make something appear to be something that in all actuality it still ain't what you trying to make it appear. It really ain't. It's really like for everybody, a gang, anything. But I don't see a lot of gangs do it. Like if I look at that pocket of reality, I can see religious people do it, cult people do it, right? But it's purely just a punk ass way of doing something. We all doing the same thing. It ain't what you do, it's how you do it. Or we wouldn't even have family. That's how actual family get created. And then you got to go ahead and station who you want to fuck your sister or not. Or, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Them like, that's like the right way. That's, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. That's how you built bond. So you don't have no time for any other. You built culture, not psyop. There you go. You built culture, not psyop. So a culture is what everybody want to join anyway. Psyop, it get tricky. Motherfuckers will start backstabbing each other and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people in gangs do psyops on each other and shit. Throw each other up under the bus. And you had to be in that energy in the first place to create a gang. You just want nobody who was just well sufficient and you ain't never joined the gang. Like any area I'm at, I ain't never got to join no gang. And everybody gonna be copying me though. And whatever was negative of the gang, the moment they met me, about 75% of their energy went to more positive shit. The shit that they was getting ready to rob somebody in the house, they didn't have probably 100 mixtapes out. The time they probably was getting ready to shoot up somebody else's block or whatever the case may be, they just took that to the gun range or something like that and put their shit somewhere else and go sit down some motherfucker way or some shit and let's make some clothes or some shit like that. That don't look like you a bum anyway and you game banging a color. Bitch, you can make something look creative. Motherfucker, shut your ass up. Sit your ass down. You know what I'm saying? Represent something. Not degeneracy. So I see that in one box. I'm not in no mind state where I got to counterpartmentalize because other people trying to play gods in box. And this one is better than the other. Cops and robbers. But no, that's all one thing. I don't participate with that in my real life. Don't mix me because I'm online and with people already in this energy projecting. And just because I'm online, you try to make me you. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. We don't even attack things at the same angle for you to even have that idea. I look at things like this, right? It's like a director. You know, Denzel Washington and all these cats took about 15 to 20 takes kissing another man. You know that. You know that for a fact. So we only got the best shot or whatever the case may be. I'm in the holy world, right? If I'm in the movie business, I already know you have to play out a certain energy for them to even feel comfortable asking you with that. So a person will even have in their right mind that I might feel uncomfortable, that you feel comfortable enough, even recommending that to me. There's 100 other people in here right now. This actor, this actress, shit like that would even made you think it was comfortable to ask me for that role. There's just thousands of other roles. I know you can see me better in and shit like that. Before you even get to asking me and accepting it. I might take offense that, what do this director even think about? And they even made this motherfucker think that I was even okay to ask, to think I'm cool with that scene. It's 100 other motherfuckers in here. Yo, Sarah, shit. I might not even like the movie no more. I start there first. Before we even get into any punk ass conversation y'all doing with Snoop Dogg right now. And whatever he said, like all that shit, it's lostness to me. It's like people made up something that they did themselves. White and black people made a movie, and then white and black people ain't got nothing to do with it. arguing from both sides of it. And this is what I look like. This is what I look at it like when you start dumping that shit on other people. If I'm a content creator, I'm online. This is something that you're hating on me for other reasons about that I really don't care about this shit. But those is about to be the platforms you fund. So it's like you want to fund something and hate on something that don't care about it. It's weird. And I'm just here for my family, and I'm not even using online to help my family, and I'm doing online the way I used to always do it. And if you don't watch me to like fuck with me, help my situation, like, oh, I got this studio, or damn, we can make this kind of movie, or whatever the case may be, I purely don't even know why you're on my page with some 2016 psyop shit. My generation made YouTube like MySpace. So even if we was online, we might not be around someone in our area, but we know how to meet up with them at skating on MySpace. It's like that mind frame. Y'all taking something y'all developed in 2016 and dumping y'all shit on me as I already got stuff going on, how I started and my people, and I never went nowhere. I'm around my people that helped me be what y'all see when I upload. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, none of y'all trying to come where I'm at and help get a store of my own. All this music I'm putting out, you're spending more time on, well, Dolo ain't gonna make it, this is dream, whatever. These was never even my purposes. Just as how I started and I got online, and then I even met other people, I could do their videos because they don't got the camera. Oh, I'm still in that mind frame. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's another reason why it's easy for me to separate myself from y'all too, but point out what y'all doing because you're doing it to me, not me being involved in y'all shit and it's just some shit otherwise. Like, no, it don't work that way. Even controlling minds, it don't work that way. I don't know what y'all doing and shit like that. So as I'm presenting myself, and the more and more y'all act towards me, obvious shit, try to be around me and not be in the videos. Obvious shit, act like you got music, but then you trying to do some shit and then y'all start doing it with each other. You show shit that everybody I seen went to college, and with college people start teaching them, like the military tactics. You show me shit I see in my personal life, not Dolo online. He's some conscious teacher. He's finding things to teach and expose something. No, you put yourself in front of me, and it's just, I see things I've been seeing. The end. You go about your business, you won't even hear me talking about you. It's like that. I'm on a personal level, not no level y'all on psyop time. Y'all lost in the mind. That's why I see a lot of y'all as like undercover cops that's teachers right now online. So you got an allegiance to something I don't give a fuck about. And somebody have to be in that world for you to make up shit and blackmail and skip. But against me, it's just a backfire energy. It's just you exercising something you ain't got no business exercising on people. You know what I'm saying? On citizens. It's like the things they could be doing to the cartel, or the things they could be doing to all these big old 1,000 brick selling rappers and shit like that, or whatever the case may be. They start doing it on the citizens, and then they start presenting themselves like they want to be the only people talking to them citizens, talking to the citizens. So it's like kind of like what they did to me. It's like, in all actuality, I'm a citizen that the government stopped practicing that type of shit on real people and then start doing it on a citizen. And now they're in a situation where they have to make citizens criminals, basically, where no one actually told y'all to just jump yourselves in people's faces and just do some negative shit. Like, that's on y'all. Like, I ain't got nothing to do with nobody. You ain't about to dump your shit on me and nobody else, especially not my daughter. If I'm sitting here in a situation where I was a teen and I'm an adult and I got a whole bunch of punk ass Gen Z that's in college and shit like that doing some dumb ass shit, that's all the example I need to see to not have my daughter involved in that. No, not my people involved in that. That's all also watching with their children and stuff like that. And then y'all completely making my page something y'all talk to yourself on that it still don't have anything to do with the people I link up with that figured out about me the right way. So these is people I'm linking up with, and we're doing music and we're doing other shit and whatever the case may be. So, I mean, but y'all have fun with y'all online shit, but y'all are all criminals. But I love all y'all from the bottom of my heart. No matter if you got love for me or not. Flight boss, bitch, you know, for sure. You're not listening to the Mind of Military's Moon. I'm the Royal Archangel Uriel, and I'm here to carry out God duties and motherfucking responsibilities. So I guess it's getting ready to be a new crime to link up with other people to do music now, y'all. Get prepared. They're writing it down. They're writing it down, y'all. I'm not talking to y'all in the chat. I know y'all, so I'm talking to my people. My people.